Elijah, what do you want to get done today, son?
I don't know.
What you mean you don't know?
I
I know what you can't get.
What?
A design.
Yeah.
Mommy said no design. So what you want?
I want nothing cut off the top.
Of course.
Only thing, the sides cut.
Only the sides cut? You want that blurry fade?
Yeah.
All right, kid. Let's do it. You ready? You sure? You ready for school?
No.
What you mean you ain't ready for school? What?
I don't want to go to school.
Why you don't want to go to school? Boy, you my straight A student. You should be excited for school. I know one thing. You better make sure you better get straight A's again.
Yeah, I will.
No B's, only A's.
Okay.
All right, puppy. Let's get started. It's so funny how your kids act when the cameras are off, but when the camera cuts on, they start to get shy and stuff. Yeah, this is my little man. If you can't tell already, this is a back to school cut. So as you can see, I sectioned the top off. He doesn't want any off the top. He wants those big curls, and we're just gonna run a number 5 and clear a bunch of this bulk. I'm not really doing clip over comb or anything like that. We're just gonna go straight in with that number 5. Come off the parietal ridge and leave that bulk so that the curls got something to sit on, right? Now we're gonna jump straight to that 1.5 guard all the way open, and I'm gonna attempt to use this guard and not create too harsh of a line. Guideline, I should say. Now I got my number 2 guard all the way open, and I'm kind of trying to skip some guards. If I could blend into that number 5 with this 2 open, then great. I can save some time. But chances are I'll probably have to detail it, use that number 3 or something like that above this number 2. So we'll just keep working this until it is blended into the top of the sides, and that'll prepare me to do the rest of the fade. Number 2 guard is closed. Yeah, okay, so here's the number 3. Yeah, we needed to go to that number 3, and we're going just above that number 2 guard that we just used. Now my son's hair texture is so difficult. It's definitely one of those hair textures that man, I don't even know how to explain it. If you guys can explain it, please do it in the comment section. But if you're watching and you see how his hair is kind of like, I don't even know how to explain it, man. Anyone who explains it well in the comment section, I will pin the comment. Alright, so anyways, we've debulked the sides, we blended into that number 5, and now we're starting the bald fade. Alright, so we're going clipper all the way closed. Now we got clipper all the way open. And we're going to keep this fade pretty low. It's going to be spread out, but it's going to still be pretty low. Alright, so once we've completed that, the blade open, we're gonna pretty much fade that initial bald line out. So we're going clipper closed about a quarter of the way up, then open it a little bit, go a quarter of the way up, open a little bit more, go a quarter of the way up until this section is blended. Once that section is blended, we can go to this next step, which is the 1 guard all the way open. And it shouldn't be creating any lines because remember, we started with that 1.5 guard in the beginning. So this 1 guard open should be blending right into, this area. Shouldn't be creating another line. Okay, right beneath that, we're gonna go to our 1/2 guard, and that should take out this guideline that you see, this prominent guideline that you see. And we started out about halfway open and closed it little by little as we faded down. And you can see that line is starting to vanish. It's starting to go away. You can also see how awkward my son holds his head. He gets mad at me when I tell him, son, fix your head. But I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate cutting your kids' hair. It's always fun. early stages, they don't got no patience. But with my son, I started cutting his hair at 1 year old on his first birthday, and I didn't even really cut much off. But it was more to look at the blend coming together. It was more so to make them used to that environment, right? The clipper sound, the scissors, the cape, the chair, all the sound going like around you. You know, if you wait till they're like 2-3 years old for the first time they see a pair of clippers, or they're in a barbershop, it's gonna be so new to them. You know, their attention span ain't there. They might be scared. But if you just make it a thing, you know, where at 1 year old, even if you sit them in the chair for 5 minutes, you know, you get them used to it, it'll help out a lot as they get older. Guys, the blend is coming together though. So let's go ahead and put the C cup on it, and then we're really gonna see this blend for what it is. And then we can detail it. And now I'm using my number 4. So I actually used all those guards. Remember how I started with a number 5, then I tried to skip guard? I ended up using all my guards anyways. Now this side of his hair is curling a lot more, so it's a little bit more difficult to cut. But we're pretty much going to repeat the same steps on this side. See how I jumped to that 1.5 guard, and we're gonna clear a bunch of the bulk like we did on the other side. And then above that, we'll do our 2 guard, 3 guard, until the top portion of the side is blended. Oh wait, I switched it up a little bit here. All right, so actually, I'm using my guides. I went clipper all the way closed, blade all the way open, blend that section out. So I did switch it up a little bit here. This was a back to school cut, so this was like 2 weeks ago. My son goes to like a charter school, so they started school a little earlier than the public schools. To be honest, I think on this side, I kind of just got in my zone. Elijah was probably getting on my nerves by this point, and I just wanted to get it done, so I just kind of cut how I felt like cutting. So this is my number 3 guard, and that's blending right beneath the number 4. Looks like I might be blending down now. So now that the bald to the blade open section is done, we can blend down, and our last guard will probably be a 1/2 guard. So there's actually probably a good it's different, but it's probably a efficient way of doing the same fade on this side. All right, so this is my number 2 guard. We're blending down, remember, so 3, then 2. And since we started off with a 1.5 guard, we should be able to go straight to this 1/2 guard to finish off this blend. So I'm starting off with the 1/2 guard all the way open and closing it little by little until that line, that guideline that's still there, is blended. I just realized that I tried to skip the number 1 guard. So it looks like it wasn't working out for me. So I went back to that number 1 guard instead of trying to skip it, and close it little by little. Honestly, it's probably not a good idea to be skipping so much with my son's grade of hair, but it's coming together nonetheless. I was probably just getting frustrated and wanted him out the chair. Was trying to skip some steps. Breaking my own rules. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I say barbering, a lot of it is discipline. The moment you start breaking your own rules, your system, that you just asking for trouble. You're just asking for more work than you need to put in. Alright, so looks like most of the blending is done, and I'm just kind of detailing on the sides. And now it's time to connect everything over to the back here, where you can see my son's hair growth pattern goes crazy in the back here. It's insane. So it's very difficult to get it to flow into the back. So we have to spend a lot of time detailing. You can see how he was scrunching his neck up. It's like, it's enough that the back of his head has those crazy hair growth patterns, but he does not like, you know, looking down for too long. So I gotta rush it, you know what I mean? I gotta hurry up and get through. And then mom doesn't really understand. She'd be like, yo, you taking cuts off on your son? She'll understand. All right, now we can put the C cup on him. And then officially bald him out. I'm pretty sure I used a shave on him, but let's see. Look how he's holding his head. I was struggling, I love you, Elijah, but boy, when you get older and you watch this video, just know. Alright, so now that we did the fade all the way around, I need to make sure that his curls actually connect to the sides. And so we're just kind of pulling the hair over, holding our fingers square to his head and connecting the curls. There wasn't a lot to connect, but nonetheless, I want to make sure that it does connect. So regardless if he styled his hair or not, his hair's laying nicely. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and put the razor on his C cup, get it sharp. And I used the razor on him since he was a baby, because he did hold still well with the razor, just because I scared him. I used to tell him if he moved, I can slice his face off, like. And he would think it was funny. But all right, guys, so this is the before. Now look at the after, man. A little blurry. Yeah, I like this angle. I like the shape, how the curls are sitting. Look at that handsome boy. It's my little man. That's my guy. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching the video, man. If you're new to the channel, do subscribe. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you thought about the cut. Smash the like button. We're doing 5 videos a week.